Chapter 6. Democracy, Form of Government and Church.
Right here next to me, you can see one of the many monuments that have been erected in Denmark in remembrance of Denmark's constitution, the Grundlov of 1849. The Danish constitution, the Grundlov, guarantees democracy for the people and a large number of personal, social and economic rights for all citizens. For example, the right to freedom of expression, the right to freedom of religion, the right to convene, the sanctity of property, the right to privacy. The Constitution also fundamentally describes how the country is to be governed.
The country is governed by the Folketing, Denmark's parliament, and it is the Prime Minister who leads the government. The Folketing is located at Christiansborg in Copenhagen. The Folketing has 179 elected members from various parties. There are small parties and large parties with widely differing opinions. For example, liberals, socialists and conservatives. Disagreement and debate are an important part of democracy. There is a long history of two or more parties cooperating to form the government. People are free to come in and listen to the political debates taking place in the Folketing because its sessions are open to the public. Parliamentary elections for the Folketing take place at least every 4 years. To be eligible to vote in a Folketing election, you must be a Danish citizen and be 18 years of age or older. Consequently, this means that you must have Danish citizenship to vote in a Folketing election.
Power in Denmark is divided into 3 branches: legislative, which is the Folketing, executive, which is the government, and judicial, which is the courts of law. The Folketing is the entity that legislates and adopts laws. Led by the Prime Minister, the government implements laws in cooperation with the public administration. And the country's independent courts of law judge and mete out punishment.
Denmark is divided into 5 regions and into 98 municipalities. The individual municipalities are led by elected municipal boards, with a mayor at the head. There are elections for municipalities and regional councils every 4th year. In these local elections, you do not need to be a Danish citizen in order to vote or to run for office. If you come from a country outside the European Union, you can, however, only vote when you have lived here for 3 years. The municipality is responsible for solving tasks in the local area. For example, kindergartens, schools, and the care of the elderly.
Hej Esther. Så er der middagsmad. Og en lille is.
The first and foremost task of the 5 regions is the operation of the healthcare system.
I am the mayor of a medium-sized municipality on Zealand called Køge. We have 56,600 inhabitants. A municipality's responsibility is what I call welfare for every day. It means ensuring that the roads are in proper condition, that waste is removed. It's about making sure that the children are looked after in good daycare centres whilst mum and dad are at work. On the whole, it's about ensuring that the frameworks around people's everyday lives function. Being the mayor of a municipality where there are dedicated citizens is important, because neither myself nor the town council can stretch ourselves to such an extent. We're just like everyone else, quite ordinary people, and we can't know everything. Therefore, we also need input from other people around in the municipality. In so doing, people actually feel that they've been included, that they're listened to. It's well worth the effort to become involved. Democracy in Denmark is not just a political thing, but something that spreads through daily life. You can speak with different people. You can participate in various associations. You can write in newspapers. You may read various newspapers. You can join unions. And, for instance, go on strike without being put in jail. These are some of the daily aspects. This is the democratic spirit.
I den her grundlov, der står der blandt andet, at Folketinget og regeringen kan ikke
The Constitution, the Grundlov, ensures freedom of expression for the individual citizen. This means that you can freely say and write what you believe and think. For instance, the freedom of expression means that the Danish media is not censored. Newspapers and television programs have the right to criticize the government, the military and the Queen, and they're willing to do so. Criticizing religion is also allowed. The legislation, however, has set some limits to what you may write and say. For example, you may not threaten others or make racially offensive comments.
Denmark was the first country in the world to legalize pornography. And that was in 1969. And the attitude towards sex is relatively relaxed. It is normal to see scantily clad people in the public domain. Newspapers, magazines, and electronic media often write about sex and sexuality. It has also become conventional for homosexuals to be more open about their sexuality. The prejudices of earlier times have been replaced by greater acceptance.
Now we're going to talk about churches and religion. Denmark has a Christian national church, the Folkekirke, which is mentioned in the constitution and which has special status. This is the Evangelical Lutheran Church. The majority of Danes are members of the national church. But there are also some people who are not members. You see, there's complete religious freedom in Denmark, and everyone has the right to freely choose which religion they want to belong to. And there are many different religions represented in Denmark. Everyone has the right to freely leave a religion and choose another one. It's forbidden to prevent other people from having a specific religion. In the same way, it's permitted to be an atheist and speak against all religion. The National Church is supported by the state and solves various tasks, such as the registration of births. But the National Church does not have any political influence. Neither the Church nor the Bible decides what is stated in Danish laws, and priests have no political power as a result of their office. Denmark is a secular nation where clear separation is made between politics and religion. For example, you will rarely find religious arguments in the political debate. Religion is considered a personal matter, and the majority of Danes are very private about their religion or their choice to not participate in religion.
The Danish National Church holds services every Sunday and on Christian holidays. But the majority of citizens rarely attend church, even though they are members of the National Church. Many people only attend church on Christmas Eve and for christenings, weddings and funerals.
Lov og tak og evig ære være dig, vor Gud. Du som vor far.
The very first time I saw a Danish female priest on TV, I asked myself, "Good Lord, can this also happen?" But then, shortly afterwards, I thought, well, why not? I mean, women give birth to children, they raise children, they teach children, women can heal people, so why shouldn't they concern themselves with religion?
I thought it was very strange to see a female priest. Of course, it's just another aspect of equality. But even so, I thought it was very strange going to church and seeing a woman dressed in priest's clothing.
Og det evige liv. Amen.
It is illegal to decide which religion other people should follow. There is religious freedom in Denmark. Besides the National Church, there are a number of larger and smaller religious communities. Among others, Islamic, Buddhist, Hindu, Jewish and Catholic. Everyone has the right to form their own religious community or their own congregation. As far as public holidays are concerned, they reflect the festivals of the national church. Other religious communities do not automatically have the day off on their religious holidays.